Hello everyone. Today, we're going to discuss a fascinating and often surprising topic: how much money really contributes to our happiness. There's a common belief that the more money we have, the better our lives will be. But scientific research reveals a much more nuanced reality. Throughout this video, we'll explore the scientific and psychological criteria that help us understand when we have enough money, and why, beyond a certain point, having more doesn't necessarily increase our well-being. By the end, you'll have a clearer understanding of how to manage your resources and what truly enhances your happiness. The relationship between money and happiness. Decades of studies in psychology and economics have examined how wealth affects our well-being. The general conclusion is that, in the early stages, having money helps meet basic needs, reduce stress, and ease worries. However, after a certain level, the impact on happiness begins to plateau. This is because, once essential needs, like food, shelter, and health, are met, additional income provides only marginal benefits. Moreover, other areas like emotional satisfaction and meaningful relationships become much more important for long-lasting happiness. Imagine earning enough to live comfortably, without financial worries. That's the point where increasing income only slightly boosts happiness. The real key is investing in experiences and relationships that provide deeper meaning and satisfaction. The income threshold. One of the most influential studies on this topic was conducted by Nobel laureates Daniel Kahneman and Angus Deaton. They found that in the United States, an annual income of around $75,000 was the point where subjective happiness peaked. What does this mean? That incomes below this level typically limit well-being because basic needs aren't fully covered. But beyond it, happiness doesn't increase proportionally. Other international studies confirm this idea. In developing countries, much lower amounts can significantly improve lives, whereas in wealthier nations, more income often doesn't bring substantial increases in happiness. This suggests there's no universal magic number, but rather a threshold that depends on the context and expectations within your culture or region. This data helps us understand that once basic needs are satisfied and we've reached that threshold, obsessing over accumulating more wealth can be counterproductive. Happiness lies elsewhere. Factors at play. But what else influences our well-being besides money? Science tells us that our emotions and long-term satisfaction depend much more on our relationships, sense of community, and personal achievements. Studies in positive psychology show that strong connections with others and meaningful experiences lead to lasting happiness, far more than material possessions. For example, investing time with family and friends, going on trips, or learning new skills creates a deeper sense of fulfillment. And while money can facilitate these experiences, it doesn't guarantee them. Real wealth consists of those moments and bonds that enrich our lives. Hedonic adaptation. Now, let's discuss a key psychological concept: hedonic adaptation. This phenomenon describes how humans tend to return to a baseline level of happiness after positive events or material gains. That is, when you buy a new car or get a raise, initially you feel great, but over time, that feeling diminishes. This process explains why accumulating more wealth doesn't bring lasting happiness. Life's story isn't written solely based on how much money you have, but on the experiences, relationships, and achievements you cherish. In this sense, chasing material pleasure is an endless race. There's always something more desirable to pursue. Many studies suggest that investing in memorable experiences, like trips or learning something new, or cultivating close relationships, are much more effective in fostering enduring happiness. Because true wealth is built on moments that matter. Practical implications. With this knowledge, what can we do in our daily lives? The answer lies in managing our resources wisely, prioritizing what truly adds value to our overall life experience. For instance, instead of overspending on material objects, consider investing in trips, education, hobbies, or quality time with loved ones. It's also vital to reevaluate personal goals, not just how much money we want to earn, but what we want to accomplish with that money. Do we seek comfort? Do we want to learn something new? Or do we want to dedicate time to family? Understanding these priorities helps us make decisions aligned with genuine well-being. Lastly, cultivating gratitude and appreciating what we already have can shift our focus and increase satisfaction, regardless of our bank balance. Conclusion. To sum up, scientific evidence tells us there's a level of income that meets our basic needs and provides well-being. But beyond that, extra wealth contributes only marginally to happiness. So, how much is enough? Many studies suggest that covering essentials and investing in meaningful experiences and relationships is far more beneficial than endlessly chasing more riches. The key is to manage resources wisely, seek enriching experiences, and nurture relationships that provide. Continua. Pound. Sure. Continuing from where we left off. Conclusion. Continued. Real fulfillment. In other words, it's not about how much you have, but how you choose to use what you have to create a richer, more meaningful life. True wealth isn't just monetary, it's the quality of our experiences and connections. So next time you think about increasing your income or acquiring more possessions, ask yourself, will this truly improve my happiness and overall well-being? Sometimes, the greatest riches lie in the moments and relationships we nurture every day. Thank you for joining me in this reflection about money and happiness. I hope this perspective helps you rethink what enough means for you. What do you believe is your personal happiness threshold? And how do you plan to adjust your priorities accordingly? Share your thoughts in the comments. I love hearing your stories. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and activate notifications so you won't miss future videos about financial well-being, happiness, and personal growth. Remember, real wealth comes from inside out, and the best investment you can make is in your own life experience. See you in the next video.